so I stopped and I visited with him because he looked like he was overworking. And so I said, you know, when you get that done, I said, you know, you can leave those out on the terrace, and you can call your son-in-law to come by and pick those up. I'm sure he's got a truck. And he laughed. And then when I said something to Clark about the next night, he laughed too. So I don't know if it's still there too, is it? Still there. Yeah, they want to see you break dance. Yeah. Meet and greet. There you go. The other Alderman.
Okay, that's good.
We're all fighting over that.
Make her get gone.
He sat beside me on couch.
No, that's true. That's true.
I get it.
Well, he just kept jabbing you.
Shirley, we're going to sweep you, so you better smile. Kevin, get over here. Kevin, get over here. Now you're out.
Actually, yeah, right here on the corner of...
That was what I was kind of thinking. I was going to
Names have been read. Jim reads the 20. Excuse me. After Jim Hartford has read through all of them, then you're going to give them a
I thought about it, she went made one back. I thought about it a couple years ago. I started to go back and get exploding. I come back, guys drove off, everything right into the water. This first time I've been in Canton on the 4th of July for 20-some years. How are you? Fine, how are you? How are you? Hi, Mike. How you doing? Good. Good to see you. Pretty exciting back here.
Hi, never answer. Hi, Mike.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hi, Mike.
How are you?
Mike.
Helping out, are you?
Providing more
Hi, Larry.
Okay, my name is Jim Hartford. I'm the chairman of this fireworks outfit we're doing today. We're honoring the incoming mayor and the outgoing mayor. We're going to have special attention for the retiring mayor, Don Edwards. We're also honoring all the aldermen that have worked under the previous mayor. They're going to be presented here. We're going to give an essay reading from a contest we've had. We're celebrating our 175th anniversary of the city of Canton, as well as the 225th anniversary of the United States of America. So this is what's going to happen, and looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting evening.
Okay, I think we got a mic that works. Okay, my name is Jim Hartford. I'm your Master of Ceremonies. I'm an alderman for the city of Canton and a retired Senior Master Sergeant, United States Air Force. I want to thank you for coming out tonight to celebrate the 225th birthday of our great nation, the United States of America, and the 175th birthday of the city of Canton. I want to thank all the people, too many to name individually at this time, who have helped to make this celebration a great success. Tonight, we're going to celebrate Canton's 175th birthday year. Think about all the people that have gone before us who have made it the fine place that it is. To celebrate our 175th birthday, Lou Vetzer planned and organized an essay contest. Do I have Lou Vetzer here? We had a pretty interesting contest, and Lou, when she gets there, she's the chair of the Memories of Canton Essay Contest, and she'll tell you about the event and introduce the student winner. And here's Lou.
Thank you, Jim. It's really appropriate that as we celebrate the 225th birthday of our country, we're celebrating the 175th birthday of Canton. So this year, since December, there have been a number of events. and one of them in March was the Memories of Canton contest. So at that time, we received between 35 and 40 entries from past and present Canton residents. The entries came from as far away as California and Florida, and they also covered a time frame from the hitching posts around the square to the boys' state basketball competition at Ingersoll about 5 or 6 years ago. But we do have a memory that is uniquely Canton, and that's our IH whistle. The winner of the student division in the competition wrote about our very special whistle, and I'd like to have you welcome Ellen Delafelt, who will share her entry with us.
I believe that there is one thing in the history of Canton that is important to both young and old alike. That certain thing, conjuring up memories for my family, as well as the memories of many others, is a large tube of metal, approximately 4 feet in length, that sounded, in its later years, every Monday through Friday at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, noon, and 4 o'clock. Of course, this thing is the International Harvester Whistle. When the building was still owned by International Harvester, the whistle blew 7 times a day. But when Canton Industrial Corporation owned the building, the whistle blew 4 times daily as listed above. Few people know that the whistle could actually blow 3 notes, a chord. To produce these 3 different sounds, the whistle was divided into 3 chambers of varying lengths. The whistle was powered by steam pressure. In the spring of 1982, the whistle was taken down for repairs. While the whistle was being repaired, a new whistle was put up in its place. This whistle was much smaller and could only produce 1 note. It was commonly called the 8-minute whistle by the workers. To repair the whistle, the workers made a new shaft for it in the machine shop at International Harvester. My father, Mark Dillefeld, has had a lot of experience with International Harvester and the whistle. He was employed at AH for 14 years, from October of 1970 until April of 1984, when International Harvester closed its doors and many people lost their jobs. Most of his 14 years were spent working in the powerhouse. In December of 1984, 2 months after my birth, my father was fortunate enough to return to work in the powerhouse as a boiler operator for CIC. As a boiler operator, he made sure that there was coal in the boiler and did other jobs as well. He then became an engineer and later was advanced to lead engineer. Becoming an engineer was probably his best job because blowing the whistle was now one of his responsibilities. As he told me while reminiscing about his days in the powerhouse, the men played jokes on the person who pulled the whistle. Sometimes they would grease the whistle chain, or other times if the engineer lost track of time and was not ready to blow the whistle on schedule, someone else would do it. This would scare the engineer because he knew that he had missed his job. As a child, I remember opening the front door of my home with my mother and waiting to hear the whistle blow at noon. I was very excited to hear it because I knew that it was my own father signaling midday across town. It was something for me to look forward to each day. One day in the fall of 1990, Harold Walker pulled the whistle chain at noon, but little did he know that would be different. He noticed my father that the whistle was having difficulty shutting off. My dad hurried into the fire room, climbed up the ladder, and shut off the hand valve that supplied the steam to the whistle. In my dad's heart, he knew that it would be the last day the people of Canton would hear the whistle blow. It would be the last day I would wait to hear the whistle at my door, and it was the day a tradition died in Canton. The question has been asked, will the whistle ever blow again? The answer is no. Nowhere in Canton is there enough steam power for this whistle. There is nothing great enough to power this wonderful piece of history except for our memories. Only the faint sound of our whistle remains in the minds of the people of this community. This is my fondest memory of Canton.
Thank you, Alia. The kickoff for the 175th birthday was December 10th, year 2000. Tim Bunick, member of the Heritage Committee and Research Librarian at the Paul and Ingersoll Library, is with us tonight to read the birthday resolution. Kim, please come forward and read the resolution.
Thank you. A resolution inaugurating the 175th anniversary celebration of the founding of Canton. Whereas a visionary, Isaac Swan, saw the value of the location of Canton as the site for a town and staked off the original town and named it Canton on December 10, 1825. And whereas since 1825, the city of Canton has prospered and grown to the present, and whereas the city has benefited from an extraordinarily fine school district, an extensive park district, a highly rated library, a fully equipped and staffed hospital, other high-quality health care, recreational, musical, and cultural activities as well, and whereas the city has derived benefit from committed organizations and agencies which together with the churches and charitable institutions maintain the moral and ethical balance in the community, and whereas with many and various businesses and professionals in the community providing goods and services for the people of the community, and whereas an active city government continually strives for improving the quality of life in the community and for protection of the public health, safety, and welfare. Now therefore be it resolved by the City of Canton on this occasion of its 175th anniversary on December 10, 2000, that the City of Canton and the Heritage Committee of the city formally inaugurates and invites everyone to a series of events and happenings which will remind citizens of the 175th anniversary of the community where they have the good fortune to live. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, we're honored tonight to have Representative Mike Smith with us. Mike is our hometown boy, a graduate of our high school who now represents the 91st District in the legislature. Please join me in welcoming Mike K. Smith. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased to be here in this special occasion honoring our community on its 175th birthday. I think it's appropriate that we do that today on our nation's birthday when we pause to remember what makes this country great and how fortunate we are to live in this country as citizens, and also how fortunate we are to live in a community like the city of Canton. We heard in the resolution from the city those attributes that make our city the great place that it is to live and to work. It's the quality of life that makes Canton a great city, that has made it a great city for 175 years and will carry us forward into the future. I want to take a minute to commend Mayor Edwards, who's going to be honored in a few moments for his service to the city, and also the other former council members and former City Treasurer Pat Wright. They've done a great deal of service to the city, and I think we should all thank them for that this evening. At this time, I'd like to call up Mayor Bowler and present to him a resolution that was offered in the Illinois General Assembly by Senator George Shadid, our state senator, and myself in the House of Representatives, honoring the city of Canton and its citizens on its 175th birthday. Congratulations. Okay, they'd like me to give some ideas of the many hours that an alderman spends doing his job for the city. There's a lot of hours involved on the phone, and we have a lot of people that like to tell us about good things and the bad things in the city and ask for help in various situations. So we take the calls, and then we make calls to the different departments in the city to see if we can handle the situation and correct it. So there's those things. We're also on a lot of different committees. To start with, we're on at least 4 committees with the city, plus any other committee that the mayor may appoint us to, such as youth acres. I've gone out to the lake and worked with those people. I've been on the fireworks committee, and this is the second year I've done this, and it's been an interesting experience, and it does take a lot of hours. You're contacting a lot of people, talking to a lot of people, trying to get them to do a lot of different things, and fortunately they do. The cities are a great city of people, and they're always willing to help out in a lot of ways. So that just gives you a thumbnail sketch of what an alderman does, not counting the regular meetings that you see us on TV for. We are honoring tonight all the aldermen and women who have served the years 1981 through 2001. These are the men who were on the city council while Don Edwards was mayor. I'm going to read all the names, although some have died and some have moved and some could not be with us tonight. Hold your applause until we've all been acknowledged. Starting with Thomas Hammond, 1981 to 1983. Victor Kovakovich, Sr., 1970 to 1991. Francis Maza, 1981. Craig Selfridge, 1981-1982. Leslie Call, 1981 through 1985. David Grant, 1981-1983. He's deceased. Virgil Hart, 1981 to 1985, he is deceased. Daniel Clark, 1981-1982. Larry Sarf, 1983 through year 2003. Charles Sable, years 1982 to 1985. Lester Workman, 1983-1989. William Larson, 1983-1983. Linda Zilli Cottle, 1985 to 1990. Peter Falcon, 1985-85. Jerry Bowler, 1985 to 1996. Charles Chapman, 1985, 87, and 89, and he is deceased. James T. May, 1983, year 2001. Harry Steck, 1987-95. Kevin Mead, 1987, year 2003. Robert Mott, 1991 to 2005. Richard Coy, 1991 to 1997. David Barnett, 1991-92. Chester Phillips, 1993 to year 2001. David Nidifer, 1995, year 2005. Joanne Shores, 1995, the year 2003. And myself, James Hartford, 1995, the year 2003. It is my honor at this time to introduce you Gerald Boer. Boer, did I say it right? Mayor of Canton, and Donna E. Edwards, retiring mayor, who is being honored this evening. We are also honoring City Treasurer Pat Wright and the City Clerk Nancy Whitus, who served with Don Edwards. Nancy is unable to be here, but Pat Wright, take a bow. Jerry Bowler, Mayor of Canton, will read the resolution passed last night at the City Council meeting. This resolution is a tribute to Don Edwards for his years in service. Jerry Bowler.
Thank you, Jim. Don, it's my privilege to read the resolution passed by the City Council of Canton on July 3rd. A resolution honoring the service in the City of Canton, Fulton County, Illinois. Whereas Donald E. Edwards served as mayor of the City of Canton, Illinois, May 5th, 1981 to May 1st, 2001. And whereas his administration inaugurated the following programs: televised City Council meetings on Channel 14, 12-inch, 1,755-foot deep wells, Clean Lakes program, eliminate surcharge of sewers on North Main and 4th, Vanderwall comprehensive plan at International downtown improvements, lighting and new sidewalks, sale of Fulton Square to RER Enterprises, State's first enterprise zone, 4-phase Millennium Clock for Jones Park, Brownfield pilot program for International Harvester site, improvements to Lake Canton and water plant, recycling program, a prison on 100 acres donated by the city, the water sludge of $1.8 million, West Walnut Street sewer project, HHS loan fund of $1 million, designation of Amarine Insight, cleanup of International Harvester site by U.S. EPA, depot used for city council meetings, No West Bank for City Hall and Police Department, $750,000 overlay program, and 336 Coalition. Whereas the following members and officers served with him in 2001. Nancy Whitus, City Clerk. Pat Wright, City Treasurer. Jim Ellison, Sr., City Attorney. Jim Snyder, Administrative Assistant. Robert Molly, Alderman, Ward 1. Jim Hartford, Alderman, Ward 1. Larry Sarf, Alderman, Ward 2. Chet Phillips, Alderman, Ward 2. David Nidifer, Alderman, Ward 3. Kevin Meade, Alderman, Ward 3. Joanne Shores, Alderman, Ward 4. James T. May, Alderman, Ward 4. J. Michael Elam, Police Chief. John Stanko, Fire Chief. Cliff O'Brien, Street Superintendent. Steve White, Water Superintendent. Gary Orwig, Wastewater Superintendent. Now therefore, let it be resolved by the City Council of the City of Canton, Fulton County, Illinois, that the City of Canton expresses a sincere appreciation for 20 years of dedicated service as mayor and extends special thanks for tireless efforts in obtaining these many programs and contributions that will benefit this city for many years. Passed by the City Council and City of Canton, Fulton County, Illinois, at the regular meeting this 3rd day of July, 2001. I'm presenting Don Edwards with this crystal disc as a token for his service. 10 years as alderman and 20 years as the mayor. He's been a good friend of Canton, and we appreciate him very much.
I think in giving thanks, I would just like to go down the line and thank all the people who worked with me while I'm on the microphone. Mike, it's been a real privilege working with you. Thank you very much. Joanne, we've been friends for many, many years. Thank you very much for your support. Longtime Alderman Vic Karakovich, a very good friend and a good alderman. Same with Larry Sarp, 20 years as an alderman. These two guys are 40 years. Kevin Meade, a friend since childhood. Thank you very much. Chuck appointed him right after I went in office. Very good alderman. Thank you. Harry Steck, been 2 terms with me. 3 terms with me. Appreciate it very much, Harry. Jim May, appointed Jim right after I went on there. Thank you very much, Jim. And Pat Wright, thank you for your help. Thank you. And of course, Jerry Bowler, who was an alderman on my administration. So many people I would like to thank, but I'd like to point out 2 or 3 that work real close with me. One is Jim Snyder, down at the end of the track. I'm happy to say that Jim has relocated to Freeburg. Not happy he's gone, but happy he got another job. Appreciate you very much, Jim. Rhonda Vogel and Sue Hensler were my 2 secretaries. Very loyal people, very, very good at helping me get through the day. And of course, my 2 attorneys, James Elson and James Malgrim. Both of them were very supportive. They worked 10 years each. I'd also like to thank the Heritage Committee, chaired by Nancy Elson, who stays in the background, but really was responsible for putting this together tonight, and the members of the committee. Thank you very much. The citizens of Canton were very kind to me. I was elected 10 years as alderman, 5 terms as mayor. I appreciated that very much. And last but not least, my wife Shirley and my family, who are sitting here in the audience. Thank you for your support. Thank you.
Kelly Hartford will sing the national anthem. Kelly is a Canton High School and Spoon River College graduate who is now a supervisor of family preservation, family services of Champaign County. Also, I'd like to announce that the colors are displayed by American Legion, Post 16, and Canton VFW Post 1984. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.